I'm Alexandra Caulfield, and you're watching a Canadian Framelines Road Report. Today we're at the Harbour Authority in Madeira Park to talk to Harbour Manager Dave Davies. How did you come to live in the Pender Harbour area?
Well, my wife and I were boaters, long-time boaters, and we always used to come up here at least once a year. And we always loved it up here. And we looked at several places to retire, but this one won out. Mainly because of the boating opportunities, but you know, we really love it.
What is the job of a harbour manager?
We do, basically we look after 4 docks. So there's one in Secret Cove, this one's Madeira Park. In Pender Harbour where we are, there's also Hospital Bay and Whiskey Slough. Our community here is fairly young. In fact, there weren't even roads into here until the mid-50s. Right over here in Hospital Bay, there was St. Mary's Hospital, and it was built in the 20s and was in use right up till the 50s. That out here by Irving's Landing, just up this road here, is a single-room schoolhouse that was was built in 1930. One-room schoolhouse, one teacher, as many as 8 grades at a time. There were no roads. The schoolhouse was just in like a forest. There were trails to it from various places, but now there's a road. There's a road beside it and a road in front of it. But at that point, there were no roads whatsoever. So the children from the community, they came by basically like a boat bus, and they would come from different areas of the harbour. But the kids would come over by boat and they would walk. It would probably take maybe 15 or 20 minutes up to the school. And the schoolhouse was practically in ruin, and in 2008 a few of the people that live in this area decided it would be really nice to try to restore it. Yeah. What I didn't know even that long ago was that the original school was put up by volunteers too. So when it was first built, it was volunteers that built it, but all the work that's being done, or at least the huge percentage of it, maybe 95%, has been volunteers from the community.
What's the strangest or most interesting thing that's ever happened to you here?
Let me think now. Lots of strange things happen because there seems to be, there's been several strange things. We have had some orcas right in the harbour, right outside there. You can see them like they're a couple hundred feet from the end of our floats. That's very rare, doesn't happen very often. In Bargain Bay, which is very close to here, is still considered part of Pender Harbour. Last summer there was a group of dolphins that came in, and they were doing their little thing, you know, up and down and all around for quite a while, and the people that lived in there were wondering why they weren't leaving. They were just staying in this little bay, and they found out later that there were orcas outside waiting for them to come out, and the orcas got tired of waiting and came in. So there were several people that got some really good shots of these killer whales chasing the dolphins, which were, you know, it's pretty spectacular. We've got a dragon boat club in the harbour. I've been a member since day 1 with them. Mixed team, mostly women though. There's 22 paddlers and a steersperson and a coach, so 24 on a boat. Most of the time we have as few as 4 guys, which is the biggest problem with that is that because there are men on the team, we are considered a mixed team, and you're allowed up to 12 men on a team. So if we're in a competition with a team where there are 12 men, and if it's the Navy team or something like that, we're sucking dust for about the first, you know, well, the whole race, more or less. Yeah, dry boating. The boat's 39 feet long, 39 inches wide, so there's room enough for 2 people to sit side by side. Paddles, very different stroke than a canoe. Like if I was on the starboard side, let's say there's somebody sitting here, and the top of my paddle would be here, and my arm would be here, and I lean forward and out like this, put the paddle in, and then I pull back with my back and arm at the same time. So you get, and if you're really doing it right, there's a little bit of a twist involved too. When you're practicing, you know, by yourself, you know, like just the 25 of us or whatever, we think we're pretty decent, but you really, you know, you can really see that you don't have a. You really see when you go to a competition how good you are, and we've enjoyed them all, but we haven't won any. We haven't come close. Yeah, we haven't even come close, but we still have fun.
What do you find is the most unique or compelling thing about this area?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, there is a lot of beauty. Our weather here is very similar to what you'd have in Vancouver. It's probably a little cooler in the summer, and in the winter it's very, very close. I love the quiet here. Where we live, there's no street lamps, so if you go for a walk in the summer, it doesn't matter because it's going to be light, but in the wintertime you're going to need a flashlight if you go for a walk at night. But it's so beautiful to be able to look up and see the stars and stuff like that. It's so because there aren't a lot of lights around here, like there, you know, you can just see the stars way better than you could in a big city.